Hello, everyone. Glenda Mollet here, and welcome to my craft room today. I am going to be doing a live demonstration for you using Abigail Rose Suite, which consists of the Cottage Rose stamp set and coordinating dies. Now, I'm just heading over to my Facebook page so I can share this to my VIP group. There we are, done. So everybody can play. All right, now hopefully things will run smooth tonight. So tell me, I see there's people. Yay, comments. Hello, Connie. Hello, Valerie. Can you hear me? Everything good? Do thumbs up. Hello, Janet. There's sound, right? Please tell me there's sound. Please. I'm hoping. Hey, Marcia, welcome from Texas. There is sound, yes. And there's Sharon and Connie. Ooh, we're all going to have fun tonight. Well, it's not a fun card. It's a gorgeous card. I'll tell you all about Cottage Rose in a minute. Number one, don't let me forget to do the draws for the past two Share It Saturdays. They're all set up. I have my list. I'm going to put it right there in front of me. Maybe I won't forget this time because last week completely blanked on it. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do a live on Monday. So it was the live I did on Wednesday that I was going to do the draw. And yeah, I never got around to it. And then I have some public service announcements. And don't forget about the big announcement tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. I'll be live in my VIP group only with the big announcement that I have been hinting about. Okay. So hello, Norma. Let's do a couple of things here. I'm so glad that the comments are working. And I'm glad, thank you so much to everybody who has said yes to StreamYard showing their name. It means I don't have to bop back and forth. And you only have to do it once, and forever you get your name shown. Okay, number one, Splendid Day class. Couple of more days to register. Registration date is, deadline is November the 2nd. You have 5 different ways to enjoy this class with me. Number one, buy the suite, get the cards, the kits for 3 cards for free. So that's $140, including shipping and tax and everything. And don't order it online because I think I'm giving you a bit of a discount on that too. So you need to get a hold of me to get that price. Or get the bundle, order the bundle from me and get the card kits at a reduced price. Option 3 is get 3 card kits plus all this stuff down here. So half a package of open leaf trinkets, 2 yards of soft seafoam ribbon, an eighth of a package, that's a 6x6 piece of all of the papers in the Splendid Day designer paper, and a 1/8 of a package of distressed gold paper for $30, including the card kits. So you're getting a discount on the card kits for that as well. Or you can buy just the tutorial. So you prep the kits yourself. Then you join us for some live stamping at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday, November the 23rd. Or you can create the cards just using the video tutorials that come free with all of these options. And if you're part of my monthly tutorial subscription, not only do you get these 3 cards, the tutorials to do these 3 cards, but you get a tutorial to do the exclusive subscriber only 4th card. Okay, public service announcement 1. Public service announcement 2. Don't forget, tomorrow's the big day. In my VIP group, I will be doing a 7 o'clock live for about 5 minutes, announcing what it is. That's exciting. That's only happening in my VIP group. So if you are here on my page and not part of my VIP group yet, then you need to do that. You need to come over and join us. Anybody can join, as long you can join as yourself. If you are a demonstrator, you can't join as your business, but you can join as yourself. I'm just getting the link here and I'm going to put it in the comments so that everybody has the link. There we go. So follow that link, join my VIP group, or if you got your phone handy there, scan the QR code. I'll hold it still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Scan the QR code, takes you right to my VIP group, and you can join the group. Hey, Norman Taylor, who are you? Norman Taylor. We don't. Must be a friend of Sharon's. Just checking to make sure that that was not a spammer. Okay, so that's public service announcement number 2, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, live in my VIP group. And public service announcement number 3, starter kit promotion. Right now, you can get an extra $71 of free product. Yes, that's free. All you pay is taxes in your province. Not all of them are the same. And some of them you don't pay tax on the starter kit. You get $206 worth of product for $135. That's it. No shipping. Taxes in your province, as I said. But you can choose any products you want. You don't need to choose what they tell you. It's anything. So you can get the brand new framed florets suite. Now, I don't have the paper here, but I've got, nope, that's not the right stamp set. Oh, I got the stamp set somewhere else. Hang on. I've been playing. There's a class coming with this in December. Oh, okay. I just finished creating 4 cards using the framed florets suite. Not those dies. So there's the stamp set and the dies. Now these are ovals. Look at them. Look at them. Oh, they're fun to play with, let me tell you. And then there's the gorgeous paper. And I'm not going to take it all out, but you can see it. So you can get that in your kit. It's $134.75. So let me get my calculator out because I don't do this stuff in my head. 206 minus 134.75 equals, and then you get to choose $71.25 worth of product more. So the suite also includes these gold swirls. I love the set too, Marcia. It is amazing. So there's the gold swirls. They're metal. They're not plastic. They're adhesive backed. Only available while supplies last. They're not going to be in the new catalog. The paper's not going to be in the new catalog. The stamp set and the dies will be, but there's also one more stamp set. Part of the suite also includes this framed and festive stamp set. Now, I haven't set this one up yet. I just got it, but that's also part of the suite and included in that $134. Okay, I've done my PSAs now. Here's the card we're going to make tonight. Is that not gorgeous? Have you seen any of the Cottage Rose cards that are not stunningly beautiful? Look at that. How can you help but make a card that is gorgeous out of this bundle? And the papers. So I left the inside really plain. I didn't color it or anything. I might color it tonight. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And I colored with just 2 Stampin' Blends. I didn't do any blending. So I'm going to use Early Espresso and Soft Suede tonight. Thanks, ladies. I'm using the dark Petal Pink and dark soft Seafoam Stampin' Blends to color. So there's no blending. Oh, and I see, and I didn't write it down. I see I used Daffodil Delight there. So get out of my light Daffodil Delight just to put a little bit of color on those little things that I don't know what they are, but they look like baby's breath to me. Okay, so let's get started and do some stamping. Okay, soft suede card base, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. Then 2 pieces, 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. One is for die cutting the circle, so that's the largest stitch circle in the Stylish Shapes dies. I'm also using cottage flower dies. So, and then one is to stamp the flower and die cut it. And then I have some papers. So this is another one of those layouts that you can use up leftover strips of designer paper. So I had 2 smaller pieces of this one, and they actually go in the wrong direction, but the stripes are in the right direction. And then I had this piece left over as well, which just happened to go in the right direction. So I'm going to build it like that on my card front. Now it's a little bit long, you can tell, see. So I'm going to put this one on and then that one on and this over the middle to fill it up. And I have 26 inches of linen thread to do the tie around and put the bow in. And a piece of petal pink that is 3/8 by 3 to do the sentiment. And then I'm going to add champagne rhinestones, which I forgot to get out. So let me get those out right now. I'm sure they're somewhere. There they are. These are the perfect embellishment to go with the Cottage Rose stamp set. Okay, I'm ready now. We'll put this off to the side. Going to die cut the largest stitch circle from there. Run that through my machine. So I'm hosting a shoebox swap in Vancouver on November the 11th when we go over there for the Stampin' Up! Convention. So what that is there's 22 of us, and we make 21 cards. And some we complete and some are just kits. And then we take it to Vancouver and we'll be making 5 cards each. And then the rest of the 21, you get to take home for already made. So we don't have to be it isn't so rushed, and we can enjoy ourselves a little bit more. So I got my cards done over the weekend. And then I have a swap that I'm doing with the fitting florets with my Silver Sisters and got those all done. Well, almost done. I just have one more element and then the bling to put on. So I've inked this up in soft suede. And we're going to, oh, that's so pretty. That's done. Now, get out my stamping paper. And the inside piece. And I'm going to use this triple stamp in soft suede as well. And just put one. These look like lily pads to me. It reminds me of the trip that hubby and I went on to Thailand, Korea, and Vietnam. Oh, we had so much fun on that trip. It was unbelievably warm over there. Hello, Josie. Yeah, it was like 45, and the humidity was 4,000%, I'm sure. Okay, early espresso and a happy birthday from the same stamp set. And I was doing my Stamping 101 class this afternoon, and I reminded them that when you ink up, you should always turn your stamp over and just make sure you've got good inkage. You can tell just by looking at it, get it, there it goes, whether you've got even inkage or not. I know inkage is not really a word, but I like it. It's a good word. It explains exactly what you need to get on your cardstock. Oh, crooked. Uh-oh. Okay, so then I turn it over, make sure I get good inkage, and I don't have anything around the edges that's going to cause the ghosting. I don't think I cut this straight. Maybe that's why it was crooked. We had fun this afternoon at my Stamping 101 class. Hey, Wendy. All right, so I'm just going to cut the excess off of this. Oh yeah, well, it's crooked. There we go. So that's ready to go. Now let's die cut this. So did you guys have a good weekend? What did you do? Were you up to anything exciting? My friend Maria and her hubby John were in town today. There was a dog show on the weekend, and they brought Dino, the wonder dog, to compete in the dog show. So I got to go and spend time with them and watch Dino do his stuff. It was interesting. I have never been to a dog show before. And it was interesting to see what they do and what they judge. And you plan for the thing for weeks and weeks and weeks and spend the money to get here, and the dogs prance around for about 5 minutes each day, and that's it. But it was fun. It was fun to go and spend time with them and see Dino, and I now understand what dog shows are about. I didn't do my envelope. Okay, let me stamp the envelope because then it's done. Soft suede again. Oops, that was my mouse. Nobody did anything on the weekend? I'm sure you did. Just have to wait for the comments to catch up. I was busy doing cards too in between watching Dino and the other dogs. Oh, and bubble tea. Oh, I got to have bubble tea. Oh, I was so excited. I love bubble tea. Have you guys had bubble tea? Have you ever had it? Let me tell you how good bubble tea is. Okay, so I have my piece cut out. Now we're just going to add. Now, if you wanted it to be a little bit lighter than this, use the light petal pink, not the dark one. But I wanted this to have a little bit more color. Now you can also, and I'll do it on this when I get this done, take the color lifter afterwards and fade out the edge so that it's not quite as edgy, I guess. Oh, Shannon, hiking on Mount Washington, that would be awesome in this weather. Holy man. We did that, or I did that. Ted can't, but I went with my sister when we were visiting her in Sun Peaks. We hiked up in the Alpine there. Oh, Lord, was it gorgeous. And you're up there and the sun is shining and there was deer everywhere. We carried bear bells because we didn't want to get surprised by a bear, but there was other people up there. So, and they have a cafeteria up at the top. You ride the chairlift up there. Did you ride up on the chairlift? Well, I would imagine you would have to. That's quite a hike to get up there. It was, if anybody ever gets the chance to hike in the Alpine, go for it. You will not regret it. Carmen didn't do much. Are you feeling any better, Carmen? Okay, so I've got the color lifter, and I'm just going over the edges now, just to blend them in a bit, soften them up so they're not quite so, well, edgy is a good word, but strong edges, I guess, is more like what I should say. I'm not going over the whole thing because I don't want to blend the whole thing away. I'm just going right along the edge of that dark petal pink, just to blend it in a little bit. And then I'll show you the difference between the two. Okay. I'll show you now, actually, because it's starting to work. You hiked up there? Oh, Shannon, good for you. Okay, so this one here, I don't know whether you can tell, that one has been blended, so it's kind of softened the edges. These ones down here have not. So that's the difference between taking the color lifter and blending out the edges or leaving the edges unblended. And when you're doing this, only go over it once. But Shannon, you do a lot of hiking, so you are fit enough. I think it would kill me. Okay. I must say that when I did it in Sun Peaks, I had whatever was going on with that cough and the other stuff that I had. So, okay, this one I'm going to do not quite as much color as I did with the other one. Yeah, I was hiking up a mountain in air that's not full strength with that hacking cough. So I don't think I could have done that with if I had to start from the bottom and walk up. And that's where Ted had that amazing dessert. Did you guys see the dessert picture I posted while we were away? It was called the kitchen sink. And it was huge. Okay, I'm just going to blend out the edges of this one too. This is a really good technique. If you don't want to do a lot of blending is not for everybody. I get it. But this just softens the edges a bit. Yeah. It's quite, when you're used to going up a chairlift with skis on, it's quite different when all you got on is shoes. Trying to get off the chairlift without falling and killing yourself. But thankfully we had hubby with us who has mobility issues, so they slowed the chair right down. They actually stopped it for us to get off. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit of light Daffodil Delight to that. There you go. So there's my completed image. Now I'll put it up against the other one so you can see the difference. There is a definite difference between this one I did not blend out with the color lifter and this one I did. And there you can see the difference. And neither one is right and neither one is wrong. It just whatever looks good to you. Okay, we're going to put the designer paper. So I'm going to put this piece on here. So these are 4 inches wide and 2 1/4. I just had a bunch of pieces left. That one's also 2 1/4. And this one is 1 1/2. So whatever pieces you have that will equal to 5 1/4 by 4. So you get full coverage of the front. You don't have to have a complete piece. Okay, get this on here like that. Oh, and if you live locally, I have that fundraiser for the the Fall Fair Committee coming up on the 25th. You can come and for $50, you can make a kit, have some coffee, enjoy a little bit of chitter chatter time. Hi, Holly. Now this one you got to be it moved. Hang on. A little bit more careful because you want to make sure that it lines up with this, so it doesn't have like the pattern doesn't have to match, but there it does. But you want to make sure that your edges are kind of similar, so when you put the other piece on, you have a nice transition. So let's just make sure that my edges are relatively even, and they are. See, because when you put this on, if this one is out or that one is out, then you're going to have, it's going to look funny. Yeah, so the RSVP date, I think, is November the 1st. I can't remember. I think it's November. Anyways, you can still register. So it's going to be held up in the Fall Fairgrounds by the Fall Fair Association, and we're going to have some stamping together. Oh, I forgot to put the ribbon on. Here I am busy nattering away, and I completely forgot to put this on. Okay, so this one, I wrapped it around. I attached these two pieces together, and then I wrapped the twine around a couple of times and did a bow. But I don't want to do that, so we're going to do something different. We'll just make a big fat multi-bow. What happens if is it going to be big enough if I fold it in 4, or is it only going to be folded in 3? I don't know. Let's see. So I just folded this in 4. And we get this lovely big bow. I haven't got it equal, so that's not going to work. You have to have it kind of the same on both sides. And I'm thinking that it's a little bit too small to do this. But it makes an amazing bow when you do this. No, it's too small. Okay, let's fold it in 3. Okay, keeps pulling out. Pull this. It's a little bit too short on that side. See, and there's a little bit too short, so I'm just going to pull that. And there we go. Okay, so I've done it in 3 now. And then you put together like that and do a bunny ear bow. Pull it through. Play with it till you get it to the size that you want it. And we'll play with this a little bit more when I put the front on. So there's a multi-bow instead of wrapping it around. See, lots of ways you can avoid the issue that I had. Now, this is popped up and this is popped up. So let's get things on here. All right. And the last one. And I'm going to put it right over to the side like that and kind of centered this way-ish. Okay, so that's done. Now, this is going to be popped up as well. And we'll put that onto the circle. just make sure that you don't go off past the edge of your card or you won't get it into your envelope. And I want to keep it down towards the bottom-ish. So right there. So there we go. There's the front. Now the bow. Oh, look at how cute that is. Look. What do you think? Which bow do you like better? In the comments, tell me, do you like the original bow or the redone bow? Oh, I just got to make my things, oops, even. Oops, come on. Hold up a little bit too much. I like this kind of bow. Now, before I put it on there, though, I'm going to cut all the tails. Oh, everybody likes the redone one. Okay, so you can see the loops there where I folded it in half. So I'm just going to cut that. Now by doing that, I've freed all those ends. I love this. Don't you love it when you have a happy accident like that? I agree, everybody. I like the redone one. Now I'm just going to put that right onto the glue dot like that. And fold it over so it's not hanging out. We're just going to put that right there. And it looks like it was meant to be that way. Perfect. Okay, let's add the happy birthday. Need the not big dimensionals for that. So thanks everybody for joining me tonight. It has been a lot of fun. I'm not done yet, but don't let me forget to do that draw. I haven't heard from Valerie yet. She's usually the one that reminds me to do the draw. Okay, we'll put that down here. Is that straight? Yep. Okay, now I added 5 rhinestones. Oh, there's Valerie. Your picture's paused? Oh, you guys over there in Powell River have such issues with your internet, I tell you. Okay, so I'm going to put one here, and then I'm going to switch to the little ones. Put one down there. Put one up there. One there. And one there. So I'm going over to Powell River on the 20th of November. Going to do a class over there. Thank you, Donna. And welcome. Look, what do you think? You know what's missing? Tell me, what do you think is missing from this card? What is the one thing that I haven't done yet that I need to do while I put this inside piece in? I don't think I've seen a card made with this suite that I don't like. Winky, you're right. Got to put the winky in. Now, I didn't color the flowers on the inside. Do you think I should color these flowers? Tell me. I will put Winky on the front, yes, because it's missing and I have it already. Thanks, Carmen. Should I color the flowers on the inside or just leave them? I'm not going to do it all because I find a little less is more effective. Just like this. Adding a little bit, few dots here and there around each petal. There we go. And down the center of each leaf. With Winkostella, a bit less is more. And then a little bit on here, but you have to be careful on these that you don't reactivate the soft suede ink. So I'm dotting them, not stroking over top of them. There we go. No color, nah. Connie says no and Marcia says no. Last chance. A little bit of color on the flowers or not. And look at, now let me get the Winkostella. Let's see if I can get Winkostella for you. So you could see there, look at that. Oh, my goodness. This card is gorgeous. It makes my heart happy. Thanks, Janet. Every once in a while, you have to make a card that makes your heart happy. I do a lot of cards for classes and stuff, and I have a purpose for them. Like when I did the cards for fitting florets. Oh, good, Valerie. She's unpaused. When I did the fitting florets cards, I had a purpose. They're gorgeous. I really enjoy doing them, but there was a purpose. It was for my class. This one, I just needed to make it. Now, one thing I didn't say earlier, hang on, let me get a couple of samples here. Let me see. I've got samples. No. Yes. Yes. That one. Oh, there's another. Okay, so I have a monthly club, and my monthly club is coming to an end in November. So the new one will be starting up in December and running for as many months as we have members for. Currently, I have spots for one or two people. So I thought I would share with you what the cards were that we did in September. So each month, the hostess of the month gets input into what bundle or suite she would like me to use when creating the cards. And Yvonne got to choose when she was hostess, and she chose the heron habitat. It's not one that I had on my radar. I hadn't planned on getting it, but when I really looked at it, I thought, I like this. This is a really good, it'll do masculine cards as well as feminine cards. So we made cards in September using the heron habitat. So I thought I would show them to you tonight to give you an idea of the kind of cards that we do in our club. So this one was a background technique that we did. Look at that. And you get custom insides and envelopes, just like I show when I do my lives. So that was one of them. And this is on the shimmery white cardstock. Then we did this one, shaker card. Oh God, I try to do one fun fold or technique card and one using designer paper and one that is a little bit on the easier side when I do my club cards. And I defy anybody to pick a shaker card up and not have fun playing with it. I have had a request to do a shaker card class in Powell River, so I'm working on that. And this was the other class, or the other card that we did for club. It was a bit of a background technique so that everybody got to see. And then we did the insides, were all customized as well. So that's what happens in club. It runs once a month. Each month, a different club member is the hostess and gets all the Stampin' Rewards. And they've been averaging about $120 in free stuff, which is awesome. And I do have spots available if anybody is interested. Give me a little email or message me or something. And your commitment is to place a minimum of $30 order each month. My commitment is to get you 3 project kits in time for our in-person or virtual stamping date each month. Plus, I spoil the club members a little bit, and they get little extra things all the time, and we have a lot of fun. So there is the spots open, and we'd love to have you join us. If you want any more information, contact me. And when I was digging those out, I found another Abigail Rose card that I did. I don't remember if this was for club or if it was a class that I did, but look at that. That has some of the Tahitian Tide glimmer paper in the background. You see it shining through there. And the split card texture dies. And there's that one is colored with the light Stampin' Blends. Okay, before I say goodnight, I have two last things to do, and I just have to get my computer a little bit closer because it's time for the draws. Okay, so I'm going to unplug my phone and get it down. There we are. We're still there. Do this. Go to this. Okay, so here's the October the 1st one, and I am going to shuffle and shuffle. We had a lot of entries. Connie was in there, I think, 9 times. I love seeing your cards, all of them. They're gorgeous. And the winner of the October 1st Share It Saturday card share is Valerie. Congratulations, Valerie. I will be getting a card and a little gifty off to Valerie. And Connie, you just missed out. Okay, so here's the one for October the 8th. I'm going to shuffle and shuffle again. And the winner of October the 8th, Share It Saturday, is Janet. Congratulations, Janet. There we go. So let me go back over here. I'm going to do this. I can't shut my phone off because that's where my sound is. Yes, congratulations, Janet and Valerie. That's awesome. Every Saturday at 8 o'clock, I have a post that is Share It Saturday, and it's up for a week. Just feel free to share pictures of whatever you've created. Does not have to be 100% Stampin' Up. I don't mind, but I loved seeing what you guys are doing. And then on the Monday, the Make It Monday live stamping, the Monday following, it's up there for a week. So it goes from Saturday to Friday. And then the following Monday, I do the draws. Usually I try to remember to do them each week, but it doesn't always happen that way, but I always do them. And then I send off a card and a little gifty. If you're in Canada, I can do the gifty. If you are from outside Canada, I will definitely send you the card. I love sending cards off to people. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining me tonight. It's been a hoot. I hope you give the Abigail Rose a little bit of Cottage Rose stamp set, Abigail Rose Suite, a little bit of love this week. And I will be back tomorrow night. What time? 7:00 p.m. Pacific time in my VIP group. So make sure you are a member of my VIP group because it's not being released on my Facebook page. This is only a big announcement for my VIPeeps in my VIP group. So get over there. If you're not already a member, head over there, get a member, become a member, join my group, and I'll see you at 7:00 Pacific time tomorrow night, Tuesday, October the 18th. I'm going to announce something, and I'm not telling what it is. You're very welcome, Janet and Norma and Carmen, and thanks so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow night in my VIP group, and then again on Thursday in my VIP group for, we're going to make a fun card on Thursday. Gnome what I mean? Might be using that stamp set. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.